Hey guys, Josh here and welcome back to Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. So at the end of March, part 1 of the expansion pass called Olive Town Mystery Files came out for the Japanese version of the game. And at the time I did a kind of first impressions video showing you what was new with this first part of the expansion pass. So of course, you've got this dog costume. And there's also this cat costume, so they're both very cute, and you'll have to go to the beauty salon to order them. And also from the title screen, you'll get an option to put all the bachelors and bachelorettes in animal costumes. So just for the sake of this video, I toggled it on, but usually I just leave them in their casual outfits. But yeah, so you're gonna see everybody in animal costumes today. And also this part of the expansion pass comes with a sub-scenario called Mystery File, in which there's a few strange things happening in Olive Town and you have to help Mikey and Cindy resolve them. So this part 1 of the expansion pass is coming out for the Western release of the game finally on April 29th, so just in a few days. And part 2 of the expansion pass, which has a brand new area to explore and 4 new characters, is coming out on April 28th for the Japanese version of the game. So just before I jump into part 2 of the expansion pass, I just wanted to kind of finish everything with part 1 and be up to date. So what I'm gonna do in this video is just finish the sub-scenario, solve all of the mysteries, and we're also gonna be able to unlock the detective costumes. So before we start, just keep in mind that there's gonna be some spoilers. So if you've gotten the expansion pass, if you're planning on getting it, if you want to enjoy the mystery files, maybe you can watch this later. But yeah, you've been warned, there's gonna be some spoilers. But yeah, if you want to stick around, let's start. So just as a little refresher, since my first mystery file video was about a month ago, so we solved 2 mysteries out of 4. So the first one, there were some mysterious circle in the parks and we didn't know where they were coming from, but it turns out it's some animals that were just running around and they were scared of something. We still don't know what they were scared of. And the second mystery is that we thought there were some mermen coming out of the water, but it turned out it was this Jacopo who fell into the water, and when he came out of the water, he was covered with seaweed. But we still don't know how he managed to fall into the water. And when he came out of the water, he said he had some cold and he wanted some hot milk. So actually, I made that hot milk for him. Actually, I think that was like 1 year ago. We're now at the end of year 3. And that was probably in year 2, even maybe year 1, probably year 2. So he probably doesn't have that cold anymore, but he still wants his hot milk. So let's give it to him. Okay, so it turns out that today's the fishing festival. I really did not plan for this. So I'm just going to do the fishing festival, I guess, and I'm going to come back a bit later. Actually, you know what? I think it's a great opportunity to just check everybody's animal costumes. So this is Reina in her little black cat outfit, and here we've got Iori, and over here this is Rin, pretty cute, and here we've got Jack and Emilio, and here we've got Ralph, Blair, Damon, and last but not least we've got Bridget. So yeah, that's how everybody looks like, and you can toggle them on and off, but you can't choose for like a specific character. Oh, I think we forgot to yeah, Laura. Yeah, so you can't toggle it on and off for just one specific character. It's either everybody or no one. But yeah, so that's how everybody looks like. I'm just gonna do a little fishing tourney and I'm gonna see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I'm not gonna win. I've got 120 centimeter. I feel like the fishing festival, there's a lot of luck involved, and some year you're just gonna win so easily and another year you're just gonna lose, even if your fishing skill is quite high. So anyway, alright, so there's a snowstorm today, but let's bring the 1-year-old hot milk to Jacopo. So if you don't know how the... Oh, they're still sleeping. If you don't know how the sub-scenarios work, basically you're gonna have a little cutscene. Then you're gonna have to go to the board in the city hall and you're gonna have to bring one item. Usually it's super simple, like one plank, or like right now, like one hot milk. So it's always super easy. But yeah, maybe it's gonna get harder as we progress to the little scenario. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait until I think they wake up at 8. I'm gonna be able to go in. Actually, I was able to get in before 7, so Alright, so let's see the request right here. 1 hot milk, and I'm getting 300 G. Woo! And now I think tomorrow we're gonna be able to continue our quest. Alright, so it's now the next day and we've got a little cutscene and Beth is asking, Josh, I would like to know your opinion on something. Sorry, it's kind of sudden, but I just saw this thing. There was a shadow of an evil spirit coming out of this wall. So it's already disappeared by now, but it was there and I'm wondering what it means. And we've got Mikey and Cindy who's gonna help us. So Cindy says we're here on the incident scene. And Mikey says, no way, there's a shadow of an evil spirit coming out of the wall. I don't like this incident, not sure what to do. And Mikey says, I'm fine. Josh, what do you think? So you can say, I don't know. Cindy, behind you, or just scream. Maybe we can just scream and see what happens. Oh, everybody's scared. And Cindy says, don't shout so suddenly like this. So anyway, in this case, we should do some exorcism. Mikey says, exorcism? How do you do that? So I think evil spirits don't like things that smell good, such as perfume. Oh, you're right. I've never seen some evil spirit wearing perfume. And Beth agrees and she says yes, so there's some kind of a special power that smells have. And Cindy says, I think the smell of our flower could be good because there's definitely no evil spirits in flower fields. And Mikey says, alright Josh, I'm asking you to get some perfume for the exorcism. And Beth says, I'm asking you as well because I can't sleep at night. Alright, so we're gonna have to go make some perfume. That shouldn't be too hard of a task. So I've got some floral essence. Now let's go to the flower shop and let's make some floral perfume. And that's exactly what we needed. So let's do this and I'll see you guys in the next cutscene. Alright, so I just had to wait until 10 a.m. before I could trigger the cutscene. So we're back to Cindy and Mikey. And Cindy says, Josh, thank you so much for bringing the perfume. And Mikey says, so we have to go do the exorcism right now with Josh and Cindy. And Cindy says, no way. Mikey, you should be the one to go. I'm gonna be here and supporting you from here. Cindy, you should go do the exorcism. Oh, and we've got Jason. I feel like we don't see Jason a lot in the cutscenes. I just overheard this, but are you guys talking about doing some exorcism in my hotel? Ah, Jason. Yes, that's right. We've heard that there's a shadow of an evil spirit coming out of the wall, so we're gonna do some exorcism using the perfume. Some shadow of a spirit on the wall? Oh, that's right. So this is because I was painting the wall and I've hit the wall and it left some stain. What? Is that what happened? Yes, so I was just putting some paint on the wall and there was something behind me. Ah, so this is why it looks like the shadow of an evil spirit. Hey, it's kind of rude to say it's an evil spirit because I'm such a good man. Alright, so well, I'm glad it was not an evil spirit. Please don't say you're glad because I made a disaster. Since then, the wall has not been doing well and it needs some repairs. And Cindy says, alright, so let us help you gather the materials to repair. And he says, okay, so I'm asking you to get some bricks and mortar. So we're gonna go get that for Jason. Mikey says, what happened, Cindy? So the shadow of the evil spirit, it was just Jason hitting the wall and making a stain. But what kind of thing could have pushed Jason into the wall? Yes, exactly, that's what I was gonna say. There's still things to find out about this. So let's see how much bricks and mortar they need. So it's 1 mortar, 1 paint, and 1 brick. I don't know if it's just one of each or either or I don't know. So I'm gonna get everything and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back with the brick and mortar and paint. Yeah, so you need to gather 1 of each and let's see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna get the cutscene right away or not. And yes, I think we are. Oh, no, we're not. Alright, so I'm gonna see you a little bit later. Alright, so I just had to go back to my farm and come back to town to trigger the cutscene. And so Bridget says, Josh, there's something I would like to talk about. So earlier there were these animals that started making noise. So that's the thing that we saw in the first episode of this mystery file. Right at the very beginning in the park, they were running around. So I hurried up and rushed over there, and there was a really strong smell. If something like this happens again, it's really gonna stress the animals. And so of course Mikey and Cindy are back, and Cindy says, please leave it up to us to solve the mystery. Together, using our reasoning, we can solve any kind of case. So there's a mysterious smell that causes the animals to make some noise. So Josh, what do you think of this? So you can say, I don't know. You can say it's the scent of the tide that drifted, or the scent of the flowers. So maybe it was the smell of the flowers. I don't know. And Bridget says, I know what flowers smell like, but this smell was not like that. Just by remembering that smell, I almost want to faint. It was really, really strong smell. Oh, I know, it was a monster. There's probably a monster walking around. What? But yeah, if there's a monster, there might be that kind of a smell. What should we do if there's monsters appearing in town? And Mikey says, let's fight them together. And Cindy says, how are you gonna do that? Let's make a sneezing ball, and we're gonna throw this, and it's gonna beat him. I don't know what's a sneezing ball. Oh, Cindy says, what's a sneezing ball? Maybe if we have some pepper, we could make something. Alright, so let's start with Mikey and Cindy's strategy here. And so I'm guessing we're just gonna need some pepper, but I'm not too sure. So let's take a look at the city hall. So we need some pepper, we need some rope, and we need some cloth. So the materials are slowly getting a little bit harder to find, but it's still quite simple. Alright, so I've got everything, and now let's see what happens next. Alright, so we're back to the city hall with Cindy and Mikey, and says thank you for getting the ingredients for the sneeze ball. Alright, so let's make the sneeze ball. Let's exterminate the monsters. Oh, and Lars is coming, and he says, hey, looks like you're doing something fun. I want to join in. Lars, we're gonna go beat up the monster that's making a weird smell. A weird smell? I think there was a weird smell around the animal barn. Yes, that's right. So we can't leave that behind, and I'm gonna help you take care of the monsters. So the sneezing ball is ready. Now we just need to find the monsters. So where was the smell coming from? Right, probably from this way. And what's over there? Oh, from the bistro. And Mikey says bistro, but there's always a smell coming out from here. Wait, that weird smell, it's slightly characteristic of the food of this restaurant. In other words, maybe Misaki messed up some recipe? What? So it wasn't a monster? I just remembered that smell. Now I want to fix it by eating something delicious. Alright, so to thank Lars for the help he gave us, would you please bring us some delicious food? And of course, we're gonna do that for Lars. And Mikey says, what's happening, Cindy? So the cause of that weird smell was Misaki failing a recipe, right? But there's probably a reason why Misaki failed her recipe. Yes, of course, so we're gonna have to find that cause. So let's see what kind of food we have to make for Lars. Alright, so once again, it's quite easy. So we need 1 egg sandwich and 1 vegetable salad. Alright, so I got my food ready. And let's see what's next. Alright, so we just triggered a little cutscene, and it seems like the smell is really getting stronger and stronger. So I got a feeling it's probably not from the restaurant. And Cindy says, Josh. So she says, that weird smell, what could it be? And Mikey says, maybe, oh, what is happening at the animal shop? Isn't it coming from the bistro? Let's go take a look. So here we are in the bistro, and Misaki's up to something. So Mikey says, what's that smell? This is so strong. So what are you cooking? And she says, hey, welcome. So right now I'm just cooking something for Lovett. He brought some Mr. Fish from the deep sea, and he says, please make something with that. Oh, and there he is. And he says, "Oh, that smell. Is it ready, Misaki?" "It's ready, but are you really intending to eat this?" "Of course." Alright, so let's have this delicious dish at this table. Alright, just wait a minute. Ooh, and here's the fish. And Cindy says, "Can you really eat such a crazy dish?" And Mikey says, my nose is getting weird." And even outside, oh, so that's what's causing the animals to run around in the park and make noise. Alright, I'm gonna eat one bite. So good. Oh, why is he running away? What is he doing? What is Lavette up to? This is so delicious. And oh, so that's how Jacopo fell into the water. And he pushed Jason on the wall. And then that's pretty much it. So I think we solved Olive Town's mystery, all caused by this fish. And Lavette says, "Misaki, you're a genius for creating this kind of food." Jack says, "There's such a strong smell coming from the store and there's some weird stuff happening at the park. Our animals are getting agitated. Did the guy that pushed me come in here?" And Beth is saying that Jason got pushed by Lavette on the wall. So was it all Lavette's fault? Oh, poor Lavette. I feel like everybody's blaming him. Well, that's his fault, but I still feel a bit bad for him. And Lavette says, "What did I do? What did I do wrong?" And everybody's mad. That's so cute. I want to take a screenshot. Poor Lavette. So if I go to the beauty salon, it seems like I have a new outfit. So let's go take a look over there. Alright, so let's order a new outfit and see what it looks like. So here it is, the detective outfit. And it also comes with this hat. So I'm gonna order this and I'll see you guys when it's ready. Alright, so here it is, guys. That's how the detective outfit looks. I think it's pretty cute. I think it's worth going through the different requests. And yeah, I just want to give my final thoughts on this part 1 of the expansion pass now that I've been through everything. So I feel like the cutscenes and the whole plot was cute and it was fun. However, my only complaint is that I feel like the requests were maybe a little bit too easy, a little bit too simple. So most of the items that you had to gather were very basic, and most of the time you just need one brick, one mortar, one plank. So it's all very, very easy. There's not too much challenge. And also I think the detective outfit is pretty cute, the animal outfits as well. I feel like it's a little bit odd that all of the bachelors and bachelorettes are wearing the cat and dog outfits at all times, so I wish you could select it individually. But yeah, other than that, I feel like it's pretty good, and of course there's gonna be way more DLC coming with the expansion pass. And tomorrow, so on April 28th, part 2 is coming out for the Japanese version of the game. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. So make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out that video. It's gonna be coming out soon. And also if you want part 1, don't forget that it's coming out on April 29th for the Western version of the game. So I'd like to know in the comments if you're planning on getting it or not. And yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for today, guys. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.